We're here with the Tour Down Under race director, MikeTurtur. Welcome. Are you ready for another year, 2013 World Tour?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big year too because the course changes. I think Corkscrew on stage 2 is going to be a significant day. And of course, retaining Old Wollonga on stage 5, I think are 2 days that could sort of decide the overall.
Yeah, last year, sort of stage 5 was the penultimate stage, the decider. Do you think stage 2 could probably have just a bigger say on the end result?
Well, it's a short stage, but the climb comes Corkscrew, which is quite severe, 7k from the finish, so it's a perfect launching pad for attacks. And talking with the majority of teams who have been out and had a look, they're all thinking the same. So I think it's going to be full-on survival of the big boys at the top and who can hang on to the finish. So I think it's going to be an interesting day.
And who do you like? Who are your favourites?
Again, look, it's the qualities across the board, so it's really hard to sort of even come down to 5 overall contenders because anything can happen. But I think Simon Gerrans, I think, would have maybe a really good shot of going back-to-back. No one's ever done it before. So I think Green Edge are really motivated for the race, and Durbridge, as we saw the other day at the Nationals, is just so strong, and so they have a good combination with Morris and Impey, also just adding to that element they need to protect the lead. So I reckon Gerrans is going to be a big shot.
Who else do you like from the other teams?
Well, I mean, of course, go Greipel for stage wins, and then the world champion Gilbert, Andy Schleck. Maybe he might pick his day, maybe Wollonga or Corkscrew. But there's, throughout all the other teams, there are definite overall contenders, and maybe 10 to 15 that can really do something special and win the race. So I think they all have something to offer from an overall point of view, plus stage wins. So I wouldn't like to say, but I just want to see how things develop.
We do have some big names in this year's race, and a massive coup to have the rainbow jersey among the peloton.
Well, for any organiser, to have the elite world road champion is something very special. It's the 3rd time for us, so we're really blessed in that sense. But to have Gilbert back, who has previously been here 3 years, 3 times before, and young rider winner, King of Mountain winner in previous editions of the race, so he knows the event, and to have him back here in the rainbow jersey is really great.
Now, all eyes will be on our race, of course, because of the doping issue as well, with Lance Armstrong being stripped of his titles. Do you think this sport can rebuild its credibility, its reputation? Yeah, I've
got no doubt that it will. I mean, if you look at the current crop of riders, men, women, across all the disciplines, road, track, BMX, mountain bike, we have such a large group of young athletes who are coming through, who are going to take the sport to the next level and to the next period. I mean, they have nothing to prove to anyone, and they don't have to deal with this matter. They just want to get on with the job, as we all do, and I think we have to focus on that, and that we have this group of young, ambitious athletes who are of high quality. They're going to carry the sport forward, and the events, like our event and others throughout the world, have a responsibility to make sure that everything's in place for them to do their job. So that's what I think about all that.
Have there been any changes to the drug testing processes that will be in place here in light of the Armstrong scandal?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's just a standard UCI requirement as far as the testing is concerned, and that'll be conducted as it normally is under the jurisdiction of the UCI.
And you'd like to see the same amount of fans out lining the South Australian roads as they have?
Well, I'm sure they will. I mean, the Bupa Challenge Tour registrations are 6,500 to 7,000, which is indicated to us that it's strong. And that's always been a very good indicator for us for the overall race. So with numbers like that, we know that along the road there's going to be a lot of people. So when we do the birthday celebration with the team presentation on Saturday night, and then the classic, People's Choice Classic the next day, I think we'll get a good indication how we're travelling. But I suspect they'll be out supporting these young athletes like they always are.
And if you were a spectator, where's the best stage to be at? I know you've changed the Stirling route a little bit, which is a bit more spectator friendly.
More laps for the spectators, and hasn't made a lot of people happy, Greipel being one. But anywhere on the course. I mean, I think every day has something to offer, and if you pick your places and plan your day, have breakfast, watch the stage start, go cross country, get ahead of the race, have lunch, and then go to the finish, you can have a great day for the whole family, and just enjoy the Adelaide city and the countryside and be part of the race.
Beautiful. Thanks for your time, Mike.
Okay.